Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your Poetic Psychic Pisces HighPriestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. If you would be so kind to like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. Um, this is going to be a missing mystery video, okay guys? So this missing mystery tonight is going to be for Ashley Loring HeavyRunner. Okay, that's what they have her name down as. I've never known anybody with the last name HeavyRunner, but that's what they have her name down as. Ashley Loring HeavyRunner. Okay. So, of course, if you have viewed one of my missing mysteries before, you know, I give you a brief overview pertaining to the situation, you know, all the information that was given pertaining to this missing person. I pulled several different messages from my card decks on this situation, as well did I do a spirit reading that I'm going to go through all of these things with you all, okay? So, you know, I always like to show you all who the missing person is, okay? This is Ashley Loring HeavyRunner, okay? Ashley went missing as of June of 2017 from Browning, Montana. Okay, so this is the missing person, and these are some other images of her here. She's a missing persons on the FBI's missing persons website. Okay, so this missing mystery is going to be for her. Okay. I'm going to try to get this to stay on. I'm not sure if it'll stay on after it sits for a minute. It'll go off. Okay, guys. So, let me go through some brief information first pertaining to this situation, okay? This young lady's name is Ashley Loring HeavyRunner. Her date missing is June of 2017 from Browning, Montana. Her date of birth is November 23rd, 1996. Her place of birth is Browning, Montana. Her hair color is listed as dark color. Okay, so she's probably like a brunette or a darker brown color hair. Okay, she's said to have weighed 90 pounds when she went missing. So she's obviously pretty petite type of woman. Her height is 5'2" inches tall. She is a female. Her race is Native American. Her nationality is American. As far as scars and marks on her body, Ashley has a scar in the shape of a check mark on the top of her hand, okay? And the details pertaining to this situation is really kind of slim, okay? Like, there's not much information, okay? So I really had to dig into what was going on, which there were some things that I picked up right away from the moment that I seen her, and I'm gonna go through that with you all as well, okay? So the details are as follows. Ashley was last seen the week of June 13th of 2017 in Browning, Montana on the they have Blackfeet Indian Reservation, but I believe it's a Blackfoot Indian Reservation, okay? Maybe it is called Blackfeet, but Blackfoot sounds, like, I believe it's Blackfoot Indian Reservation, okay, guys? So, real quick, I when I first seen her picture stood out to me first. There was actually three different ones that caught my attention on tonight, as I began to do this missing mystery to decide, which story I was going to do on tonight. And hers stood out to me first. I looked at like a few different ones of them, and as I was getting ready to decide, she popped back up on the screen. So I'm like, okay, I need to do this one. Obviously, Spirit is telling me, okay? First thing I felt when looking at her, I said she was hiking. She was out in nature. She was walking. She was hiking when she went missing. Number two thing that I felt is where she was walking or hiking at, the area, she's still there. Like nobody, like she's still where she come from. Okay, so because like the place that she's missing from is where she was born. So she didn't leave the state, or nobody left the state with her. I instantly felt I instantly felt like she was still there, like wherever she last was. I felt like she was there. I instantly knew that she was hiking or she was walking somewhere, and I instantly felt like she was still there. Okay, and then when I picked up the fact that she was still there, I knew that she was deceased. Okay, so she is in fact no longer with us. She is deceased. Okay, but where she was at last and went missing from, her body is still there. Well, at this point, it's only her remains. Okay. Because the body has decomposed and everything by now. But she is still there, and her body hasn't been found. So then I knew those main three things, okay? That she was deceased, that she was hiking or walking and out in nature when she came up missing, and I knew she was no longer alive, like, immediately. So then from there I need to break it down. Okay, was she by herself when she was out in nature hiking or walking? Okay, if she was by herself, did she slip, did she fall, hurt herself by accident and ended up succumbing to her injuries and died? Or did someone, a stranger, see her alone, attack her and kill her there? But I knew either one, whether somebody killed her or she slipped and fall and it was an accident or something, I knew that she was deceased, and I knew wherever it happened, she's still there. Okay, and it's quite interesting because you see this image here. She like going out in nature. She's in nature on this picture here. Okay, this could be very significant to the case. I'm not really familiar with Montana like that. Okay, but she liked going out in nature. Okay, so nature trails, hiking trails, climbing areas, anything that they have like that is definitely worth checking, because she's out in nature. Okay, this is where this happened, outside. Okay, this was an outdoor matter. Okay, so from there, this is what I felt initially. Okay, from there, I began to pull cards and figure out what was going on here. Okay, so let's see, how do I want to do this? Okay, first of all, this was the first spread that I laid here. Okay, and then thereafter I started pulling clarifiers here. Okay, off top, what I felt instantly was clarified when I began to shuffle and meditate on her. And how I do it is I literally go into a meditation, kind of a trance, like, while looking at the victim. And then I begin to see images, feel certain things, and different things like that. And I do this while I'm shuffling. So while I'm shuffling, I ended up splitting the deck to get ready to, shuffle or whatever. And my deck split on two things. I have the Fool here, and I have the Ace of Swords. Okay, now the Fool talks about one taking a leap of faith here. Okay, now the Fool in the traditional tarot deck, Look at this Fool card here. The Fool in the traditional tarot deck literally shows this person kind of foolishly walking along, and he's walking off a cliff. Okay, so and the Ace of Swords talks about truth, talks about clarity. Okay, seeing these are the two cards that I seen, and I pulled them out. Okay, with the cliff is what stood out to me. I knew she had fallen off a cliff. Okay, wherever she at, there is a cliff drop off. And I knew she fell off this cliff. Either she fell off this cliff or she was thrown off this cliff, and Spirit is saying that this is the truth of what happened to her. She fell off a cliff. Okay, but I picked up some other information. She didn't slip and fall, and this was no accident, basically. Okay, she was pushed off this cliff. Okay, so I began to pull more cards here. We have the 10 of coins here. Okay, so money is a big factor to this situation as to why this situation happened. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles, this is a large lump sum of money here. Okay, this is what gave this is what gave a group of individuals the motivation and the determination to harm Ashley here. Okay, there's a Queen of Swords. There's a multitude of people who are aware of this, who was also there, and who's involved in this. Okay, but there was one person who pushed her, and that is this Queen of Swords here. This is a female, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini energy here. Okay, she worked hard to try to pull this off in order to get this money from Ashley here. Okay, and there was some type of juggling that was going on, juggling, battle, competition for money. This struggle, this back and forth about money. Okay, there's a lot of earth energy here, and it's no coincidence that this happened to her out in nature, out amongst the earth. Okay, and this solely happened because of money. Okay, now there's other factors that play along as to why this happened, but this woman was pushed off of a cliff. Okay, plain and simple, that's how she died. She was pushed off of a cliff. Okay, and money plays a role here. With the 3 of Wands, there are 3 main individuals linked to this crime who had the motivation to move forward with doing this to this young lady. Okay, as a matter of fact, Spirit is saying there was 3 of them there on the day that Ashley was killed. Essentially the day that you all know, or other people know, of her going missing. Okay, there were 3 of them that were there. Okay, this was about money. Okay, the person responsible for pushing her is a feminine, a Queen of Swords. She's Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini individuals here. Okay, she wanted this money. Okay, wanted her cut of this money. So I began to clarify. I need to clarify my, and let me show you all this real quick before I get ahead of myself here. We have the 9 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. The 9 of Wands talks about one being defensive, one feeling like a sacrifice need to be made. Ashley Loring HeavyRunner was sacrificed for money. Okay, the card that sits in behind that is the 4 of Wands. This money was pertaining to a marriage that she was in with someone. Okay, there Ashley was killed. Ashley was going through a nasty divorce. Okay, and I believe when this happened, she was either getting ready to receive a large lump sum of money as a settlement for her divorce here, and this is the reason why she was sacrificed. Okay, but other people so like I told you, there were several people who were motivated to move forward. Okay, with doing, sacrificing Ashley here, okay? But I'm gonna get more into this in just a minute here, okay? How do I know it was family here? Because when I clarified the 10 of coins, we know that she was killed. She was pushed off a cliff for money. It's about money. Who did it? People who are her family. The 10 of coins was clarified with the 10 of cups. Tens talks about endings, completions, okay? Her family was involved. People closest to her, her family, that were her family, were involved with sacrificing her for money here. When I clarified the 3 of wands, I got the magician here, okay? This is something this group of individuals manifested to happen to her, okay? For the purposes of keeping her from getting this large lump sum of money from her estranged husband, as well as these other persons working against her and on the setup to get their cut of this money here. How do I know that it's this Queen of Swords here, who is related to her, who partook in pushing her off of this cliff here? This is clarified with the 7 of Swords here. So this person's energy, the Queen of Swords, is clarified by the 7 of Swords. This person is a liar, a deceiver, a manipulator. This person is very sneaky and manipulative, okay? This person was trying to sneak away, get away with something, is trying to sneak away and get away with something, because this person is matter-of-factly the person who pushed Ashley off the cliff. When I clarified the 7 of coins here, I got the 9 of wands again in a separate deck here, okay? So there was a lot of defensiveness around this money, okay? Around finances, money, resources here, okay? And other people wanted to block her, stop her from getting this money, or if she had already received this money, they wanted to take this money from her, okay? But they worked hard and was very defensive about getting this money from Ashley, okay? Or preventing her from having it. So a sacrifice had to be made in order for them to get this money that they were working so hard to take from her, okay? And it's really unfortunate here of what was being done to her, because this would have helped her, because we have the Queen of Wands here. This would be, I feel like this is Ashley's energy here, okay? If I'm not mistaken, I believe she's a fire sign. She was born at the end of November. End of November to the beginning of December is Sagittarius here. She was juggling. She was struggling, okay? You know, whatever discrepancies with that she was dealing with her estranged husband, going through divorce proceedings. You know, I'm not sure if she had children or not. She was stretched thin. She was struggling and she was juggling for money. So this settlement coming through with, you know, from this divorce would have been a blessing and a help to her. Okay? This is her energy here. I'm trying to keep this on for her picture to stay here for you all to see. Okay? Well, let me move this up some, guys. So I pulled some other clarifiers, okay? I've got an idea of what has happened, what has gone on, okay? I need to break this down here, okay? And so we got here the Tower at the bottom of the deck for this spread here that clarified the first spread. We have the Tower. Something catastrophic happening. A sudden upheaval, a sudden change, a sudden shakeup. This was done to her suddenly. Okay? She was out and about with somebody that she trusted, that she cared about, that she thought cared about her. and suddenly they attacked her. Okay? And it's amazing because when you look at the Tower card here, this individual has fallen from this tower here. She was thrown off this cliff here. Why? For money here. Okay? For money. Okay? And a child here. There were several different reasons. Money, a child, if they have a child together here, but she was in this battle with her, with the father of her child. Okay, the emperor here. There were several different options this person took, several different things that this person did. Okay, to either keep her from having, to get this child, to keep from having to pay her money maybe for this child here. Okay, which is why this plan, this plot, this scheme was set up to get rid of her. Okay, because they were separated. They were going through a divorce. Okay, guys. So look at the two cards we got here at the bottom of the deck. The Nine of Wands, which talks about individuals being defensive towards her, making a sacrifice, sacrificing her clearly for money. Tower. Setting upheaval. Okay. Now, who is this family? What is this money about? And what is this family card here for? 2 tens here. Endings, completions to what? A marriage. A partnership. Okay? So clearly her baby's, her child's father, ex-husband, estranged husband is connected to this situation. But I will tell you, off top, matter of factly, he is not the one who went through with pushing her off the cliff. That would have been too easily to link back to him, so he made sure he wasn't there. But he's involved. Why did they have the motivation and determination? Why did they manifest this up to sacrifice her? This unexpected income that she was going to receive. You see that house in the background there? She probably was going to get the house, get money, and have full custody of the child. Or maybe there was going to be shared custody or something. Okay? We got expectation here that sits on the Queen of Swords with the Seven of Swords. This person sat and was waiting for something to happen, waiting on something to come through, waiting on something to go on, pertaining to this money, pertaining to this divorce proceedings or something. Okay? To clarify the Seven of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands here, we have change. There was a major shift, a major change, a sudden change that came through. Because this woman was sacrificed, her life was snuffed out, was taken from her, for nothing more than money. Okay? To clarify the Two of Coins with the Queen of Wands here, we have, once again, another family card, the family room. The family is in on this setup. The family knows what was going on, what was happening, what this woman was enduring, why she was struggling, why she was juggling. Maybe a nasty divorce that was going on. Okay? So I continue to clarify. Oh, we got pathway here at the bottom of the deck here as well. We got pathway here. She wanted to take a new pathway in her life. She maybe wanted to leave, to travel with her child. She had a child, okay? Which could have pissed off, the child's father. Okay? So let's look at this here, because I pulled some further clarifications to get you all a good understanding here. Remember when we had that Three of Wands? I told you there was 3 people that was there on the day that this happened to her. Remember I told you that this was about money. And with the Ten of Cups here, this talks about celebrations, gatherings, get-togethers, family. It speaks of a multitude of different things, okay? But we also have the courtship card here, so we know that a relationship that she was in, or once in, plays a factor with this family and this money here, okay? We have pleasure seekers here. Pleasure seekers. These individuals are selfish. They probably like getting drunk, getting a little wasted, kind of live carelessly and recklessly. Individuals in her family. You see how there's 3 individuals there? They wanted to cause some type of misfortune. This card tried to come up in reverse. Okay? They were going to have some type of misfortune. Okay? But to turn this around here, see, this was going to be a misfortune for the person that had to come up of all this money to give to Ashley. This is the reason why they had the motivation and determination. They manifested this in to prevent her from getting this unexpected income by causing her misfortune here. These pleasure seekers came together to destroy this woman here. We have the Journey card here. On the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords with expectation here. Somebody traveled. You see how this person is out in nature? Somebody traveled somewhere, went somewhere. They may have traveled together. Okay? Now remind you, this is somebody she trusted, somebody she's close to, somebody that she cares about, that she thought cared about her. Okay? Hey, let's go out and do something. And they took a journey, they took a trip, they went and traveled somewhere to do something. Okay? And she had no idea that this Queen of Swords with these Seven of Swords here was going to betray her on that day. So to clarify, the Seven of Coins with the Nine of Wands here, clearly she was sacrificed for the love of money here to bring about a change for the others involved here. We have Merchant here. Okay? So clearly, about finances, money, resources, stability, security, okay, that these individuals was concerned with, was worried about, snuffed this lady life out for nothing more than that. Okay? And this was so burdensome on Ashley. I told you she was struggling. She was juggling. She was dealing with a lot of different things with her family. She was seeing a doctor. This is a therapist, okay? This is not like the doctor's office, like she was sick or something like that. She was seeing a therapist, okay? If authorities can find this therapist, you know, I know they have that patient-client privilege type thing or whatever, but considering the fact that she's missing and she is deceased, you know, maybe she, you know, disclosed things that was going on that could help their investigation, because she had a therapist that she was seeing pertaining to the things that she was going through and that she was dealing with here, okay? Once again, how many times do I have to show you that this thing was about money? We got money here at the bottom of the deck, okay? And the people who were involved in this are showing up as falseness here. Fake, phony, fraudulent, false-ass individuals. Pleasure seekers. They got rid of this woman for the love of money. Okay? So guys, I pulled you all a few more messages if you need a little bit more clarity. Spirit says that forensic science field will provide important clues, okay? There are fingerprints somewhere on something. Or it may not even be fingerprints. It could be maybe DNA evidence or something. Okay? But Spirit is saying that forensic science field will provide important clues pertaining to this case here. Look at this. This was so eerie, y'all. When this card came up, I'm like, I know for sure. This woman was thrown off a cliff. Remember, I told you I got the Fool and the Ace of Swords first. She was thrown off a cliff. Look at this card. Don't they look like somebody being thrown off a cliff? There go the cliff right there. And this is the person falling off. This woman was thrown off of a cliff. I'm telling you. Details leading up to the murder may be worth investigating. She was out in nature with someone on some type of hiking trail or walking trail or national park or something where there's a cliff drop off. She was thrown off a cliff. She was pushed, okay? It wasn't like somebody picked her up and threw her. She was pushed. Spirits say that the suspect lives near the crime scene. Or the suspect lived near the scene of the crime. Okay? So the individuals involved in this lived near where this happened. Okay? Mind you, somebody close to her. Spirit says a closer observation of the victim's living space may provide clues. There's something at her house that will give investigators clues as to who she was with on that day, who she was around, what plans she had, what was going on in her life, what she was dealing with, what she was going through. She was seeing a psychiatrist. She was struggling. She was juggling. She was having problematic situations with her family. She was going through a messy divorce, all kinds of things. Spirit say a closer observation of the victim's living space may provide clues. And last but not least here, guys. Spirits say interviews with relatives. Interviews with relatives or friends may provide valuable clues. Montana police, FBI, whoever's involved handling this case, you need to talk to the people closest to her because they are involved. They know exactly what happened. Do I need to say again? This woman was killed for money. Money may be involved. Individuals were paid to sacrifice this woman. Money. 10 of coins. Money. 7 of coins. Money. This woman was sacrificed for money. Okay? Look, Spirits say take a closer look at one of these suspects. There are multiple people who know about this, who is aware that she was set up, who is aware that she was sacrificed, who were paid to go along with the setup to sacrifice and kill this woman. Okay, guys. So my spirit guides tell me that Ashley wasn't alone when she went missing. Okay? And that was one of the first things that I asked because I wanted to know, I had to break down whether, this was an accident. Did she go out by herself and she was alone and she just had an accident or something, slipped, fell, bumped her head and succumbed to her injuries and died. But spirits say that she was not alone when she went missing. My spirit guides tell me that Ashley was pushed off a cliff. My spirit guides tell me that Ashley was going through a divorce, a very messy divorce. Okay? My spirit guides tell me that Ashley was hiking when she went missing. She was out hiking or walking, like I said, out in nature when she went missing. My spirit guides tell me a sibling of Ashley's is involved in her disappearance. My spirit guides tell me that Ashley's sister is the one who pushed her off the cliff. My spirit guides tell me that Ashley was murdered for money. My spirit guides tell me that Ashley was awarded a large amount of money from a divorce settlement. She had already been awarded it, but either she had just received it or it was going to come to her. Okay? Or it was going to be, given to her, but she had already been awarded it or something. Okay? My spirit guides tell me that Ashley's body / remains is still at the bottom of the cliff. She has never been found. Okay? And I did specifically ask if there was a body of water at the bottom of the cliff, like a river, ocean, lake, wherever, just depending on what type of place this was. My spirit guides tell me that there's no body of water. Okay? So at the bottom of that cliff is more land, and her remains is still at the bottom of that cliff. Spirit is saying. My spirit guides tell me that Ashley was at a national park where she was pushed off a cliff. So any type of national parks in Montana that have some type of cliff drop off is where the authorities are going to be able to locate her body. I'm not familiar with Montana like that. It would take me a long time to look at a map of Montana to specifically ask my spirit guides about different locations, because I would literally have to break down every location, find out where all the national parks in all of Montana, and one by one ask my spirit guides, was it this one, was it that, or whatever. But this was a national park, okay? And this national park has some type of cliff drop off there, okay? Possibly along some type of walking trail along it, but there's a cliff drop off, okay? My spirit guides tell me that, like I told you, she was not alone when she went missing, when this happened, okay? It was the sister that pushed her off the cliff, but it was more than just the sister and Ashley there. The sister's boyfriend was also there as well, okay? Remember the Three of Wands there. Remember the pleasure seekers there, the threes that you've seen, okay? It was three of them there. It was Ashley, it was her sister, and it was her sister's boyfriend who was all there. And the sister is the one who pushed Ashley off the cliff. My spirit guides tell me that Ashley's family was paid for sacrificing her, okay? Now, maybe not the entire family is in on this or is aware of this or know about this. I'm not speculating that, but there are several family members who is aware of this, like her estranged husband, her sister, the sister's boyfriend, and others like that, and they were paid for going along with this. There could be more family members who was in on the setup and was aware of this, but matter of factly, those three people were there on the day that this happened. Ashley's sister, and Ashley's sister's boyfriend, okay? And these individuals were paid for going through with the sacrifice, okay? I feel like the Ashley's estranged husband put them up to doing this, okay? My spirit guides tell me that Ashley's estranged husband was in on the setup to sacrifice her, but he was not there on the day that it happened, and he did not actually do it himself, but he is aware of it, of what took place, what happened, and what was going to go on, okay? And it's quite convenient that they were going through a divorce, and he was going to have to pay her out a lot of money, whether in spousal support or child support, and now he doesn't have to pay anything at all because she's missing, because she's dead. Yeah. My spirit guides tell me that Ashley's estranged husband was upset about the divorce and having to pay her, okay, which is a main factor for the reason and a lot of this going on, okay? Not to mention if they have a child together, okay? There was a page of coins that came out that showed at the bottom of the deck here, so they could have an earth sign child together, that this person, her estranged husband, was going to have to either pay her spousal support and child support, and he was highly upset about this. Okay, and yeah, there was measures that was taken in an effort to take her life. Okay, Spirit is saying that this is truth, this is clarity, what I'm telling you here. Okay, and all of this for the love of money here. Okay, there was some type of blackmail that was going on as well. Somebody may have tried to blackmail her out of some money. Okay, yeah. I guess so. Spirits say the whole family is in on it. So clearly the whole family know about this. And what do you know? We got messy sisters here. I told you. Who was involved with their... That sister was the one who actually pushed her. Yeah. We have here toxic family members here. This young lady has some toxic family members. Yeah. Spirit is saying that she couldn't trust her own family. Remember I told you she was seeing a psychiatrist here, and they came out on the family room, the Two of Coins and her energy. Yeah, here's her fire energy right here. She couldn't trust her own family. There was some type of abuse that she suffered. Some type of abuse that she endured. Okay, Spirits say murder is the case. They murdered her. They murdered her. Okay. They planted some type of evidence as well, just in case her body was ever found. They planted some type of evidence on her, in her, or something. They probably staged it to make it look like an accident. You know, put something in her system or something to make it seem like, you know, maybe she took something or was high or something, and, or, you know, and fell on her own. But nobody ever found her body. Spirits say them folks ain't right. Her family is not right. Yeah. Spirit is saying plain and simple, this was murder. Once again, can't trust nobody. This is sad. Spirit, are there any other messages? Are there any other messages that I need to share? Yeah. Spirits say they lied and tried to they lied about something, and may have even tried to set her up on some type of crime or something. There was a lot of hatred, okay, with this, okay? There was some type of cover up of what happened here. And the person who did this is definitely an air sign. The person that actually pushed her is an air sign. This person is very cutthroat and ruthless here. Spirit is saying that they're all satanic sellouts. They're sold out to the satanic powers that be here, okay? There was some type of... Yeah, we have here blood sacrifice. She was clearly blood sacrifice, guys. Okay? Yeah, we have devil worshippers here. And I keep on seeing... well, it's in reverse. None of my cards are really in reverse. Not these, anyway. There was something fake, phony, or fraudulent about her marriage. There was it was something. Spirit, are there any other messages? Are there any other messages? Oh, gosh. There's... Wow, really? Somebody... That blackmail card came out. Somebody could have been trying to blackmail her about some type of sex tape. I'm not sure when her and her old man was on good terms. You know, they you know, did a little video or something together, but somebody was trying to get over on her, like threatened to release this sex tape of her if like she didn't drop the, I don't know, the cat, you know, whether she was trying to get child support or spouse support from this person or whatever. Like this person, somebody was trying to blackmail her. There's a lot of deception around the situation here, guys. Spirit, are there any other messages? Yeah, we have rest in peace here. Okay, so she is deceased. She is gone. Hopefully with me doing this reading, it'll help her cross over. She should have crossed over by now, but she's probably not at rest until somebody find out what actually happened to her and find her remains. Okay. That's all there. Let me check my other deck real quick, guys, and we're going to wrap this up. Spirit, are there any other messages? Yeah, we have here jealousy. That sister or the sisters were definitely jealous of her. Okay, there could have been other individuals jealous of her as well. Spirit, somebody has some addictions too. Okay, these sisters maybe had some type of addictions of some kind. This could be drug addictions, alcohol addictions, or something. Remember that pleasure seekers card came out. Then I told you how they like to get drunk and high and different things. She has some toxic family members for sure. Yeah, it keeps popping up. Okay, something with addictions. The people involved in this situation has some heavy addictions, have some heavy toxicity. Drug addictions, sex addictions, porn addictions, alcohol addictions. They definitely have some kind of addictions, okay? That was too many, guys. Spirit, are there any other messages? She was heartbroken. She was definitely struggling and juggling and going through a whole lot, guys. Are there any other messages, Spirit? We have liars, cheaters, and thieves here. Betrayal for the love of money. Hate. Hypocrites here. Satanic cult here. We even have here corrupt cops, okay? There could be some corrupt cops that plays a role in this. In this situation of what's going on. She was tired of being tired, guys. She was going through a whole lot. She was tired of being tired. Somebody definitely has an alcohol problem. Problem with alcohol. These individuals involved. This could have been her ex or the sisters. Yeah, we have they don't care about us. So these people didn't care about her. She felt like her family did not care about her at all. There was a lot of jealousy and enviousness and different things, okay? Yeah. These individuals were ops, okay? They were definitely ops, sellouts. Talks about deceptions, individuals low down and dirty, even stalking her, okay? But once again, we got another ultimate betrayal card here. Ultimate betrayal for wealth, power, status, and privilege here, okay? Yeah, these individuals was dangerous. She let her guard down, okay, with this con artist, and thought everything was cool, and had no idea that she was going to be double crossed the way she was. Okay, Spirit. Are there any other messages here? I need to share any other messages. Yeah, these individuals are very two-faced as well. Her sister is very two-faced, or several individuals in her family was two-faced with her. You know, try to smile up in your face, talk about you behind your back type of thing. Okay, guys. Well, that's going to complete this missing mystery. I do hope that this provided authorities and individuals who love and care about this young lady the closure that you all needed, the help, the assistance that you needed to try to locate her, to try to find her. I wish I could have narrowed it down more, okay? But this happened in a national park, okay? And this happened specifically in a national park that has some type of cliff drop off, okay, within it, okay? And remember the messages that came out, okay? The person who did this, remember I told you, Spirit said that the sister was the one who pushed her, okay? And remember, this message says that that the suspect lives near the scene of the crime, okay? So this sister may live close by where Ashley's body can be found, okay? But also remember that Spirit said that authorities need to interview the relatives and families, okay? Because it's going to provide valuable clues, okay? But it's plain and simple. This lady was pushed off a cliff, okay? She was murdered for the love of money, betrayed for money here. I do thank you all for listening and for watching. If you would be so kind to like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com or at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. Please follow me on Instagram at shinebrightlikeadiamond with an underscore between each word. Okay, guys? If you prefer to contact me by phone, you can do so at 501-478-8035. Okay, guys? Until the next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. Remember, this is a wicked world that we live in, honey. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch the surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when somebody may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.